Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot, this is Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 57. Hopefully my audio sounds a little bit better. I actually moved my computer a bit further away. It's now on the other side of my desk and inside a cabinet, so hopefully some of the fan noise is gone. There is still a bit of background noise, I know. I tried to remove that during editing, so hopefully that all sounds pretty good here. And actually what you're hearing now is just the fire from that. Let's head on over here. Here's what we worked on in last episode. We got a start here on the Grand Mess Hall. And overall, it's looking pretty good. We're using it as our storage room. As you can tell, there are a lot of chests in here. Didn't actually count. I think this is 20 across. 3, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, 20 across, 4 high, and then 2 back. So that's, what, 40? No, wait. 20 times 4 is 80, 2 back, 160. And then this side, too, is going to be 320 chests. That is a lot of storage space. 320 times, I think there's 54 slots. Don't even know what it would be. 1,500 something times like 64 items. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be like, what is that, like 70,000 items? 700,000 items? Something like that. There's a lot. There is definitely a lot. Probably more than we'll ever need, but it is going to be awesome to have. So now in today's episode, I want to get the rest of this thing done. It's going to be quite the challenge. The rip's going to be a little bit difficult to do just because of the way it's built on that diagonal like that. And then we're going to get all the walls done here. And I want to put an enchantment table back here. So the tables might have to be edited a little bit, maybe made a little bit shorter, pushed back just a bit in order to make room. Because I want to, up here, kind of put like that grand mess hall for like the headmaster and the teachers, or the, I don't even know what that'd be called, the head table maybe? Maybe that's what that'd be called. So I have like an enchantment table here, and then maybe a little bit of a table going off in both directions, and then maybe a chair on both sides. So yeah, these things might have to get a little bit smaller. And I was thinking also of covering the rest of the spruce wood on here with carpets. So maybe making it like, let's grab a couple of these carpets here. You know, maybe if I go, let's grab actually just all of these here. Let's see how much I can actually get done to demonstrate with. So maybe if I went like this, so... Oh, we're out. Okay, that didn't take long. But maybe just go like that. So we got the kind of the secondary color going down the middle here, and then the primary color here on the sides. I think that could actually look pretty cool. You know, you can still see plenty of the spruce from the side, so I think that's actually what we're going to go with. So I'm going to do that for all of them once I actually get them resized, because we're definitely going to need more room up here. There's definitely not enough room as is. And I actually need plenty more leather, too. I've only got, like, not even half a stack of leather. In order to make an enchantment table, I think you need, like, a stack and 14, something like that. I'm just going to try to get, like, a stack and a half, and then it's going to come out here, probably 3, 4 maybe, depends on how many I actually need, and then the enchantment table will go right in the center there, and then we'll probably stick like a chest full of lapis somewhere around here. I know on this side I want to use all the items that have that are just kind of like regular items that I might only need like one chest for, so lapis might go over there. Maybe I'll try to stick it closer down to this end so that it's just like right next to the enchantment table, you know, just for convenience. But I don't know if that's going to come later, because right now we still have plenty of work to do. At first, I just want to get at least kind of like the bottom half of these done. This is going to be kind of like a 2-part wall here, and you'll see what I mean when I actually get it done. But there's going to be almost like a ledge right here. So I want to get up to that point done so you can kind of see this room a little bit more enclosed, and then we'll work on the enchantment table here. Okay, so here is the first wall segment. Don't have any of the other ones in yet, but this is what they are all going to look like, except probably the back wall, because it's going to somewhat mirror this shape, which we can't really do with these here. But I really do actually kind of like this. So the windows are actually pretty much inspired to a T from the inspiration build here. And if we look at this, it just kind of has a little bit of overlay just to make that look like a little bit more of kind of like a peak in the window. So that's pretty cool. And then this here is mostly andesite, although you can see I've chucked in some cobblestone and some gravel. Very nice details to add there, really kind of breaks it up. And the cobblestone, you can see a little bit more in the gravel. At first I didn't actually have the gravel and just had the cobblestone, and it looked a little bit flat. But then adding that gravel in, even though you can't really see it, it definitely does kind of break it up and definitely add a bit to it. So if I can actually get up a little bit further, you can see it actually kind of starts to blend together and look pretty cool. I mean, yeah, the cobblestone still pops out a little bit, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. You can see it goes up a little bit higher than these beams here, and then it's just going to kind of have some, like, I don't even know what you call it, but like it's going to like kind of like recede back into the rest of the roof there. So that's all going to look, gonna look pretty cool when it's done here. And then this wood up going up the side might have to change depending on what I do with this. I was thinking maybe like a small tower here that goes down to a mine shaft, because currently the tunnel is just hidden back here. So we need a better way to get down to that, something a little bit more decorated as well. So yeah, that'll probably have to change a little bit, but for the rest of them, it should be okay. So I had to go get some more andesite because that really did take quite a bit for just a little bit of a section. It was like a stack maybe. I don't remember exactly how much, but I think that's about how much it used. And that's going to be for each one of these segments here, except again, the back is going to kind of have to be redesigned here. I wasn't really thinking about that. He's going to have to go a little bit higher. We're going to do something with that. So once the roof's in, we'll probably deal with the back half. But for now, just get the rest of it. That on the inside here, it is looking pretty gray. And there will definitely be some more wood designs on here. Just not sure what's going to be yet. Once I get them all in, I'll try to figure something out. Probably something right around here just to kind of break up all that grayness. And on this side too, we're definitely going to add a bit more wood in here. Okay, so we have each of the walls done now. I actually went ahead and did these two back ones on accident and just kind of got into the groove, stuck them in there, and totally forgot that we actually had to do the roof first to see where it would line up. So we'll probably just try to work that into however that ends up actually working out. We'll just keep some back windows. That's not really a bad idea. I don't think there's actually anything in the original build behind the Grand Hall. I think it all goes off to the side, so we're probably totally fine actually to put some windows back here. I really don't think that's going to be too destructive whatsoever, but if you do notice, this actually has changed very slightly. Originally, these blocks that just go straight up the side here, they were 7 tall, so they cut off right there, and then that one that's just kind of hanging out there was where those top 2 are that are next to each other, and that was correct because then I had some andesite on top of that right there, and then it went into the polished, and then it did the rest, and so it was the same height as each one of these that I had actually built incorrectly. I built all of the others at 9 incorrectly. I built them all like this, and so I just changed the first one to look like that. I kind of like the first one better, although I'm not going to go through and change each one of these. I really don't think this looks bad. I just kind of had the plan of doing the other one. It's really nothing too special of a change, but if we do pop out here, I'm really happy with how this looks so far. From the inside, it looks really cool because you're totally surrounded now, other than like the back wall and the ceiling. Yeah, but from the outside, that looks mega cool. And at first, I had also forgotten to do all the little detail things over here and the fences, and it just looked atrocious. It really does add a lot by doing this stuff. So I'm thinking now probably I'm going to have to tackle that roof. And I've been putting that off because it really is probably going to be pretty challenging just trying to do that all on the diagonal. And I think we're actually going to have an empty block in there. And I'll probably get it done, you'll see what I mean, but the way it is now, it's going to be pretty much like a checkerboard, kind of like this, like we're going to have a block here, and, you know, block here, but then we're going to have that empty space, so I don't know if I just want to cover that up with some more spruce wood, or if maybe I could do, like, glass or something, so during the day we get all this natural light coming in. That could be pretty neat, and then at night, you know, we'd find some other way to light this up, but yeah, I don't know, as of now, I'm not entirely sure how I'm actually going to do this, because that's just going to be a really awkward angle to build on. I'm going to have to, like, build a line of blocks, place all the spruce against it, and then destroy the line of blocks, then do that for, like, each one. It's going to be a lot. I'm probably going to get all that done and then do the backside along with it, just because it would look kind of odd to just have kind of like a floating ceiling there. And I kind of want to, like, form this back to the size of, like, the roof, however that comes out, as I've mentioned before. But this... oh, there's a horse over here. So that thing, that's just going to remain there, and I might stick another one like off to the side or something. I'm not going to put one on this side though. Maybe stick one like right here, maybe on the other side, just to kind of, you know, like throw in a bit of a mix so it's just not this big bland roof. And one thing about where it is that it will snow, which is pretty cool. We'll have the roof covered in snow, and I'm hoping that snow actually covers mob spawns. I don't actually know. I'm hoping it does, just so we don't have a bunch of mobs sitting up on top of our building here. But overall, so far, really happy. That was a huge change to make from just having the storage room below to now having this. And now it's getting dark and this place still isn't lit up. So I'm going to go get a work on that. Get a start on working on that. Hopefully that turns out pretty well. Like I said, it's going to be pretty challenging. So, you know, this could just be a total failure. All right, I've got the real me locked away here underneath the floor. And we come up here and kind of the skeleton of the ceiling is done. And we have a creeper. How did that even get there? That's a half slice. Oh, I must have just like walked off. Okay, well, this looks pretty weird right now. We don't have any of those kind of corner blocks in there. Like I said, that kind of checkerboard pattern. And this is definitely not going to be a window because there is a lot more empty space than I pictured. I'm not sure why, but I didn't quite picture it like this. It looks really, really silly like that. You can definitely see the shape, which looks pretty cool. However, yeah, it's pretty odd here. So the fences go up one more block now. They go up to where the half slab is. They previously went just to where these other blocks here are on top of these pillars. And I think we're going to extend the pillars just a little bit higher so that that can still connect, because that looks a little odd like that, where just one side connects and the other doesn't, even though the rest of the fences all connect on both sides. So that should take care of that. And then I'll get rid of a bit of empty space here as well. And then we're going to fill in the rest of this with spruce wood. Maybe half slabs, maybe whole blocks, not quite sure yet. Probably more likely whole blocks, just because of how far you're standing away. You know, you stand down here, it's really not going to make a huge difference probably whether we use half slabs or whole blocks. And so this back shape, or backside rather, definitely needs to be reshaped. You can see it doesn't quite fit in where we have it yet. So the window might be changed up slightly. And then something back here, not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Gonna have to figure that out, but I'm probably going to do this all in one go here. I do really like how the sides ended up turning out though. I had to extend this top andesite up a little bit further, and that just kind of accommodated for the extra height from the ceiling there. But I think it's looking pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. I think this is going to look really, really quite neat when it's done. The front looks a little bit fat right now. It's kind of wide, so maybe we can do something about that. I'm not quite sure what though. But at night, guys, this thing looks amazing. It just kind of illuminates, and this thing really, really does just kind of glow. I mean, not that part because that's still dark, but the front side, that's just really neat. And we definitely want to use some fire probably on the inside here, as we definitely need some more detail up here. There's a lot of grays, and I think some fire with maybe some like wood, like I don't even know what you call that, like wood pots maybe around it, could look really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a whole bunch of that done, and we'll see how it looks when I come back. Alright, so the back wall's in. I've also chucked in all of these things now. So this area, hello, is pretty much lit up. There are a couple of dark spots, but I'll take care of those at some point. They're mostly just kind of back here, and I'm going to hide some lighting behind the chest. If you notice that bottom one there, that's andesite. I'm either going to make that glowstone or jack-o'-lanterns or maybe redstone lamps. I'm not entirely sure yet. I think redstone lamps probably the best because they got like that black trim on them, so they won't stand out too much. But the rest of these torches here do light up most of the area here, and these are just kind of get like the floating effect. Now this was, I think exactly how they did it in the other build, the one that I'm kind of basing this whole thing off of. I don't remember if they used spruce wood or not, and I did consider using oak wood like the benches here, just because there's not a whole lot of oak yet in this room. However, I do like the muted color a little bit better, and you know, when you look at it like that, it just, I don't know, it just kind of works, you know. I think oak probably would draw too much away from the torch there, because I'm pretty sure oak is a little bit lighter than the torch. So this is a little bit darker, kind of focuses on that yellow head a little bit more of the torch. And then the back wall, I did just notice something. I'm lacking all the detail blocks. I don't have any gravel or cobblestone in there. I need to go through and get all that. That would probably be helpful, but the shape of the windows is like that for a certain reason, and don't worry, we'll get plenty more detail in there. It's not going to be all this kind of ugly, just flat andesite. Same goes for the rest of the room. These actually need to come up as well. I forgot about that. And the roof, I believe, was done in the last clip. It's actually been about a day since I've done that last clip, but let's actually come out here and look at the back, because it does look pretty cool. And yes, actually I'm going to say it was done in the last clip. So anyway, let's go ahead back here. It's kind of a long walk to get back there. Probably should have just busted through the back wall. This still kind of just ends right here, but eventually that's going to go somewhere. We come around the back here, and this is what it's looking like. Looks a little bit better from the back here. We've got that andesite, the power stuff going across the middle there. A little bit of an arch there. We probably should do something more because that's looking kind of bare. But then there's the rest of it. I really do like the way this area looks. Like, it's just got that kind of like L shape, and it just makes it look so full and really so cool. And I actually, if you come over here, I do have a place that I've been looking at from a certain angle. It just looks really, really cool. Actually, let's see how it looks from up here. Yeah, from up here it just totally works. I just really like how that kind of just molds together like that, and then you've got that extra little bit popping out. I thought that was a creeper there. That's actually just a skeleton horse. But anyway, this build is overall coming together pretty well. I do have just a few final touches to put on the inside, and that's actually just bust right through here. There we go. So we have the enchanting table to put up out front here. Probably won't be able to get all the leather I need, though. And then these tables are going to have to get pushed back. I want to fix these a little bit, to make them a little bit more like this table and not so much like this, so there's a little bit more color in there. And then also, at some point, probably get the lanterns back there. Probably won't bother with it right now and, get that up and stuff. I don't think we're going to be doing any of the detail on the walls and such because it's already been about a week that I've been working on this build. So just those little bits, and then this area is going to be pretty much done for this episode. Well, as you can see, I don't actually have any of the details in the walls yet or up there. Oh man, I actually forgot to put the detail blocks in there. Well, I'll do that next episode when I do all the rest of the details because we are going to end it here. I also didn't actually have enough glowstone to do all the things behind the chest here, so that'll be all lumped in there as well. Gonna take some time actually to get all the resources that I need for everything here. But we did do all the tables here, so got the tables going down. We got the kind of the more prominent color on the outside, in which case, Gryffindor is red, Slytherin's green, Hufflepuff's yellow, and then Ravenclaw here is blue, and then this kind of secondary color, or I don't even know what the not primary color, the not main color is in the middle. So two of them have black, the white, and then of course the yellow over there in Gryffindor. So I think this looks a lot better. There's a little bit more color to it. The tables are also shorter now to accommodate for the enchantment table up here, which is sort of supposed to represent kind of the head table. I don't know if I really did that though, and maybe I could do something with like half slabs to bring it like over like that and put a chair back there. Not really sure. The space I'm working with is a little awkward. Kind of the shape of it's a little bit weird here, but with that right in the middle, I think we do have a light under it. Yeah, we stuck a torch underneath there. And of course not visible, anything like that. Chuck an anvil right there, and here we will have an ender chest, but I don't actually have any blaze powder, so I couldn't create the ender pearl, or the ender eye rather, in order to actually create now the end chest. So that'll also come in the next episode, hopefully, if I can actually find some blaze. I went out there for a while and I could not find anything. I don't know actually where to go to get that, so kind of a bunch of tunnels over there in the nether. But anyway, overall, I think this is looking pretty cool here. I really like the floating torches, by the way. That is something that it looks really cool, especially like when you walk into it and you just kind of see all that kind of floating like that. Maybe it would be cool to go all the way up, although that would take a very, very long time. And then we wouldn't very much get the dark kind of ceiling, which I really do like. Looking up and getting that cathedral ceiling kind of gets dark there at the top. So overall, yeah, like I said, I really do like it. We should be able to finish in the next episode. But anyway, until then, hope you all enjoyed. Go and subscribe for more. Anyway, this is Mopbot, and I'll see y'all next time.